The pilot was fun.
Hey, let's not get crazy, all right?
Got him.
Dude, you're not driving. You're trashed.
That's my buddy. He'll drive me home.
I remember that house where we shot the scene where Steve is really drunk, and so David takes the car, and I remember the pool party sort of setup that they had around that, and I remember it seemed really big and fun.
Hey, what's up, dudes? I think we should leave. I don't feel welcome. Would you just relax and have some punch or something?
I remember, though, between that house and then shooting at Torrance High School, thinking, this show's never going to get picked up. This'll never happen. And then cut to 10 years later, we're still making the same show.
Okay. See, I like him. And if any of you have a problem with that, well, it's too bad.
My favorite moments between David and Donna were a lot of them. I mean, we had, because we were the kids on the show, they sort of gave us the funner, comedic, sort of lighthearted storylines, and we had fun with those. I've always had a really good time working with Tori, and so we just always seem to get sort of the really sweet, romantic, fun, easygoing storyline.
Hey, Gal.
Hi.
I heard your mom and my dad had a pretty swinging time last night.
That's not what I heard.
I think my favorite moments with Jennie or David and Kelly were when Kelly started realizing that David is possibly going to be her stepbrother, because it was terrifying for her, and that was fun. It was fun that that her character was so terrified of mine and was so stuck with him. It was fun to play. She had a good time with it. I had a really good time with it.
It's so weird. Last year at the Spring Fling, I had to win a contest just to bag a dance with you. And now you're my sister.
Stepsister.
Well, close enough.
To have the relationship where David was in love with Kelly, and then for that to change was it was just fun to do and watch and play and be in, because Jennie and I always got along in a very sort of older sister, younger brother way anyway, so it made sense. Fans usually quote back to me songs.
So precious to me, I would give the world to you.
Scott shooting himself was a big one that they always get back to.
Scott, quote with the guns, will you?
Okay.
I remember the scenes in the episode where Scott died, but I remember much more the behind the scenes, the making of that episode. I remember we had been doing the show for a year, almost 2 years, and then reading that script and realizing, because I had known Doug Emerson for a while, so realizing that that he was going to be done on the show was it was a hard situation, because we auditioned together, and I'd known him from commercials and other auditions and stuff leading up to that, and when his character was going was really sort of at the height of the show, and realizing that that he wasn't gonna be there with me through it was probably the hardest situation of all that, because up until then I had a partner in crime. I had I had somebody on my side. I think the show is so beloved and so loved because it's a time capsule for people in their lives for a generation, really, that that's a 10-year period, and through the good and the bad, and the high school and college and growing up and all that, we were there with people. So I think people relate to it for that. And so I think this reboot is just kind of, it's a nod and a wink at childhood, which is fun. People don't usually get to do that. They get all nostalgic over pictures and finding old yearbooks, and this is like finding an old videotape of our show, but it's a new one.